איש יהודי היה בשושן הבירה. איש יהודי. A Jewish boy. Of course a Jewish. ושמו מרדכי בן יאיר בן שמי בן קיש איש ימיני. Of course he's Jewish. What do you think? He's not Jewish? And then we know soon, the Megillah will tell us about Mordechai. Mordechai לא יכרע ולא ישתחווה. Achashverosh commanded everybody to bow down to Haman. Mordechai doesn't do it. So the Megillah will tell us that ואמרו עבדי המלך אליו, מדוע אתה עובר את מצוות המלך? Why don't you listen to the king? The king said. So Mordechai told them, I'm Jewish. What do you mean you're Jewish? Everybody is Jewish. Who's not Jewish here? I don't remember, please forgive me. I don't know if it's the Rav Chida or Ben Ish Chai. He writes in his book, he says, you know, Mordechai had a tremendous, forgive me, I tell you this, don't get insulted. He had peot, big one, like Netanel. Big one. Didn't say no shalom bayit, no other business, you know, my wife, my neighbor, my cousin, my partner, my president, you listen. Big peot, sitting over there. The big peot sitting over there at the gate of the king in Iran. Achashverosh was much bigger than the president of the United States. Much bigger than him. משל כמעט בכל העולם כולו. Big peot. He said, what do you have to know? So he said, Ben Ish Chai, I have to look it up, I don't remember if it's Ben Ish Chai, it was Faradi, I think. Or the Rav Chida, it was Faradi too. You know, Faradim don't need peot, don't need, it's Hasidim. So he writes over there in the letter, he writes in his book, he says, you have to be like the Ashkenazim, he says. Big peot, not the one that you hide behind the ear, a small one look like a worm. You hear yourself? I can't find the shidduch why she doesn't like my peot. I remember somebody, Rabbi Yosef Gadassi, I remember about 20 years ago, he stayed in my house. He said he wants to leave his beard on. You know, as a boy, you know, Bachur. And who is going to marry you? And he had a nice beard, a black one, you know. Abraham Kevin said, don't touch it. Don't fix it, don't touch it, don't nothing. He said, listen, he's 25 years old. Who is going to marry him? Nothing. Didn't touch it. Baruch Hashem, he got married, he has children, everything. Said, my wife doesn't like my peot. Rav Chida, or Ben Ish Chai said, what do you mean? What do you mean? Mordechai, look for Mordechai. The Holy Yeshua, Purim is coming, Mordechai. He said, look, I tell you what it is. איש יהודי בשון הבירה. The Gemara tells us why Moshe Rabbeinu, one of the answers why he was not buried in Eretz Israel, and Yosef, yes. What's the difference between Moshe Rabbeinu and Yosef? Says the Gemara, Yosef, when he was in jail, he didn't pretend that he is American. He said, גנוב גונבתי מארץ העברים. I'm Jewish. On the contrary, the Gemara says, when Yitro's daughters came home and they met Moshe at the well, they told Yitro, Ish Mitzri tzilanu miyad haroim. And the Gemara says, the Torah says, Yitro said, call him. The minute he comes inside the house, Yitro looks at him and says, oh, you killed, 40 years ago, you killed an Egyptian officer in Egypt, in Cairo. Grabbed him, put him in jail for 10 years. He said, what did I do? What did you do, Moshe? You know what you did? The Gemara said, I tell you what you did. You pretended that you're Egyptian. You should have told the daughters of Yitro, my name is Moshe, not Musa. And you said, I'm Jewish. You didn't do it. Says the Gemara, because he didn't do it, Therefore, his bones, one of the reasons he did not come to Eretz Israel, he did not admit that he's Jewish. If you don't admit you put your kippah in your pocket, you cannot be buried in Eretz Israel. You can't. There's no excuse. You put your kippah in your pocket. No excuse. No, it's not pikuach nefesh in America. In Iran, it's pikuach nefesh. Not in America. Why you don't know it? It's my custom. Custom you pay. You pay customs. What do you mean you custom? What kind of nonsense is this? Small young mulka, the size of a dime he has in his back on it. It has to match the color of his hair. Nobody should know he has a yarmulke. He has a kippah. Says, that's what Megillah says. Ish Yudia b'shana bira. The Ari says Mordechai is a spark of Moshe Rabbeinu. Says the Ari, look, Mordechai is going to be the Goel. Like Moshe, says the Gemara. Like Moshe Rabbeinu was the Goel. It says Mordechai is imitation of Moshe. Moshe had one problem. Lo hoda b'iro, did not admit he's Jewish. For this he was 10 years in jail by Yitro. Mordechai lo yicha v'lo yishtachaveh. Says man chida of the Ben Ish Chai, I don't remember. Says he had big peot. Of course he had a beard. A big peot, he said. Big one, he said. Probably he saw him in a dream. Or beruach HaKodesh. It says Mordechai lo yicha v'lo yishtachaveh. The Megillah will tell you, the slaves of Hashverosh said, Madua ta averet mitzvat HaMelech? How come you don't bow down? It's the law of the government. He says, I'm Jewish. This is a tikkun for Moshe Rabbeinu, that Moshe Rabbeinu did not admit that he was a Jew. That's what Chachamim say, it's just a message for us. It says, Purim is coming. Purim is coming, you have to admit that you are a Jew. You can't hide behind religion. You can wear a kafiyah and you call yourself a rabbi and you go to Jordan and because you want to go over there to the mountain of Moshe Rabbeinu. You can't. It's not Halloween. Purim is not Halloween. Purim is time of Geula, of redemption. But you have to admit you're a Jew. And that's what 500 years ago already in Europe, I don't remember where was it, but this, what do you call these things that Hitler put on the people? Swastika, what do you call it? Huh? What do you call it? What? Yeah, not Star of David. The one against the Jews, what do you call it? Swastika. Hitler did not invent it. It was 500 years ago already in Europe. And they went and asked, I don't remember if it was in Austria, I don't remember, it wasn't in Germany. I asked him, every Jew has to wear it. So somebody came over there to the king or the prime, I don't remember who it was. It says in the books. It says, why? It says because the Jews at that time didn't want to show they are Jewish. Swastika. What was it?
The symbol of Jews one?
Oh.
The yellow?
It was a yellow thing, yeah? Huh? Maybe that's what it was. But it was a stamp on the Jews. You don't want to show you're a Jew. The government will force you to say you're a Jew and everybody's going to hate you. Just the opposite. Like Hitler did with the swastika. So this is, Purim is to advertise we are Jewish to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mashiach Kol Rabbi Amen.